Vai, tá mexendo mais forte quando chega perto.
Ó. Ele vai correr.
Que negócio esquisito, esquisito, né?
Gente, ele é muito estranho.
Look at this damn thing. I don't know if that's a bear or a wolf or what, but it would definitely freak me out if I saw that in the forest.
Man, grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and 7-up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching your TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I did have to go ahead and say, make sure you got all your post notifications set to on. Make sure you hit that bell though, because I'm telling you, I just asked y'all if y'all was receiving any of the videos that I'm uploading, and I could tell y'all wasn't. I knew y'all wasn't, and then I see the comments and some of y'all saying I'm not getting notified. Some of y'all being unsubbed. That's been something that's been going on since, I say, like the first 6 months we started this channel. I don't know why. Go figure. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts though. Make sure you subbed up. Make sure you hype the video. Make sure you got all your post notifications set to on. Make sure you gotta go look, man. Gotta go look. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all collective, for real. Like, I tell y'all that, but I don't know if y'all really believe me. Like, y'all help me grow. Y'all help me change a lot. So thank you. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is. For the 3rd video in a row, let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go. Hey, yo, that movie classic, bro. That scene had my mind messed up.
A lot of y'all don't even see what's going on. Beyonce mama is in Houston selling gumbo. I wouldn't eat nothing from that lady. I wouldn't drink a cup of water from that lady. A lot of y'all are lining up because y'all are so blind. Y'all don't have the eyes to see, and y'all idolize Beyonce so much that y'all like, oh, that's her mama. I ate some gumbo from Beyonce mama. I had some gumbo by Beyonce mama. You don't know what that lady doing to that gumbo. Those who have the eyes to see right through these people. You can see the demons in these people if you really have the eyes to see. Y'all don't see it. Y'all got friends that be around y'all that don't like y'all and y'all can't see it. But I see right through this lady.
I can taste it. That is good. You need to do this more often. You need this for your soul. You need this for your soul.
Where a woman made a conspiracy game. She said if you walked into a room, and in this room it's only a table in the room, and on that table it's 3 tapes. Number 1 tape, the full explanation of the girl on the plane. The 2nd tape, the full police report from the Miami Bayside Mall incident. And number 3, a tape of the letter that was passed around at Bush's funeral. I'm guessing it was a card that was passed around that everybody read, and they had the crazy expression over their face. I gotta go down that rabbit hole, but the one that I would pick would be tape number 2, the Miami Bayside Mall incident. Right now, until this day, nothing adds up about the Miami Bayside Mall incident. They basically scraped the whole internet of footage. Any video about that is done. People who posted video from that day, those videos are down. The only thing that you can find out about that incident is commentary. Now let's go back. If you don't know what happened, Miami Bayside incident, people said they saw 7-foot, 8-foot, 9-foot beings come through a portal at the mall. Mind you, they had video footage of this. All of that video footage straight. World came up with some type of BS excuse that kids were fighting in the mall, police were called, and this is the reason why almost 20 police cars was out there. Almost a whole police force was at Miami Bayside Mall. None of that shit adds up. And if you go down the rabbit hole, you will see that nothing adds up from that day. All right, that's the one I'm picking because I never understood what happened that day. And to this day, I still go down rabbit holes about it. Which one are you picking? Leave that in the comments.
mean, that's what it looked like, but we ain't 100% sure.
Chega perto.
Outro estranho, que isso,
Tá vindo.
gente?
Foi porque cortaram a cana.
Olha.
Cuidado, sai daí,
Não
sai daí.
fica
Pode
perto.
pegar?
Não, né?
Ai, que negócio estranho, gente. Tá se mexendo, ó.
Olha, o negócio dele tá subindo aqui.
Calma que ele vai correr.
Tá se mexendo.
Não-
Sai.
Olha só.
Meu Deus.
Meu Deus.
Ah, pode pegar? Para! Nossa, mãe do céu.
Meu Deus.
Deixa eu pegar
Olha o
só um
negócio.
pouquinho.
Calma.
Não põe a
Sai
mão.
daí.
Seu chato.
Põe devagarzinho a mão. Cuidado, gente.
Pode devagarzinho?
Não.
Cuidado.
Não.
Ei, barbaridade.
Olha lá, ele tá
viu?
mexendo mais forte quando chega perto.
Ó. Ele vai correr.
Que negócio esquisito. É esquisito, né, Didi?
Menino! Olha lá, ó. Gente, ele é muito estranho.
In the clip before that, what was that? Can anybody explain to me? And prayers. Thank God she cool. She was about to go over that edge, bro. God was on her side, for real. She had guardian angels and the whole shit. She was about to go over. That can't be real, bro. That can't.
So I think I'm going to start a series of all the things that are killing us slowly that we use daily unbeknownst to us. Let's start with receipt paper. Did you know that most receipt paper is not printed with ink? It's actually a thermal paper that's coated with a chemical called BPS or BPA. And once that's thermally activated, it turns black. So what are these chemicals doing to our body, you ask? Well, even though it's delivered in very small microdoses, it's frequent. So it's been tied back to infertility, irregular menstrual cycles, low count, and early puberty. Our body temperature is a steady 98.7 degrees, so as you can imagine, you touch that receipt paper, it transfers over to your hands. But you think that washing your hands with alcohol would help. No, it makes it more permeable and excretes into the skin faster. It has even been linked to thyroid issues, and a lot of people don't realize that this BPA or BPS transfers so easily. Crumbling up your receipt after getting it, you're putting it in a hot hand. It's in heaven. Don't put it in your grocery bag, don't put it in your wallet, don't let your kids play with it, and it's not even recyclable. And I hate to tell you, if you're one of those people who love to keep the physical receipt, either start wearing gloves every time you touch them, or ask for no receipt or it to be emailed to you. And if you don't have an email, make one up. Oh, and of course, other countries have banned BPA and BPS, but not us. Our rules are you touch it at your own expense, and if you get sick, it's not the company's fault.
And the problem with that is they don't educate us. We got to learn by experience.
It ain't no coming back from this. If you seen that Skippy video, which I wish I didn't even have to experience in my lifetime, you feel me? Because I've experienced a lot of trauma. And I feel like that right there being an empathy. If you seen that Skippy video, understand when I say we need to burn this bitch to the soil, I stand on that. And I hope y'all understand what I'm saying now. Like, I hope y'all hear it. Man, as creators, we want shit to go viral. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never wanted nothing to go viral more than to tell y'all to burn this bitch down. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch. Just type in the put in Skippy video, bro. That shit ain't right. Burn this bitch, bro. On my soul, burn this bitch.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch it. I don't know.
You're telling me that the Romans decided it was January 23rd, and the people unconquered by the Romans, who have been protecting the birthday of Christ, say that it's May 15th? That is unbelievable. So you're saying if I pull up the Ethiopian calendar right now, it's not 2026 and it's actually 2018? Because when Christ was born, Ethiopia protected that information and the Romans didn't. They made it up based on when King Herod was around. Unbelievable. And we've been believing this for 2,000 years, and yet now I'm the only one talking about it on here. If you want to start talking about this, your life can change dramatically, because Ethiopia also has a Bible that has the full 88 books and wasn't reduced to 66 by the kings. It has the books of Enoch, Jubilee, the Apocrypha, all included. You don't need to buy them separate. They're all in the Bible. It's a beautiful thing.
Us millennials, 35 and up, we didn't seen it all. Now we about to see World War III. Why not? I'm 40. I didn't survive the era. I didn't survive the era where the gangs was going crazy. I'm talking about them real gangs, the real Bloods, the real Crips, where they'll beat your ass for wearing the wrong color walking down the street. I'm talking about that real shit. I had to witness Selena get killed, R.I.P. Tupac get killed, R.I.P. Biggie get killed, R.I.P. Witness Rodney King get his ass whooped by the police on national TV. The O.J. Simpson trial. Witness Bill Clinton get his stuck in the Oval Office. He survived Y2K, swine flu, bird flu, the regular flu, Ebola. I remember when people were scared to check their mail because of anthrax, goddamn monkeypox. Y'all remember when the beef was angry? Yeah, I'm talking about the mad cow disease, Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Sandy, Hurricane Chris. Let me stop hating on Hurricane Chris. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Columbine and a whole bunch of other school. Can't say that, but you know what I mean. The DC sniper, the Spanish flu, and I survived the do-rag, fitted cap, 5XT, Jabot jean wearing era, the Ed Hardy era, the swag era. Millennials, we witnessed the birth of social media, Yahoo chat rooms, Black Planet, Moco Space, MySpace, the war in Iraq, the house market crash, 2 recessions if I ain't mistaken. Now as an adult, I'm living in one of the worst economic times ever. I finally got McDonald's money, but McDonald's ain't even real food, so I can't get it now. I remember when everything was colorful. McDonald's was colorful. Wendy's had the yellow bags, they was colorful. Taco Bell's was colorful with that 90s scheme. Now everything is just black and gray. I've literally watched them swap out the suns. This ain't the same sun that we had in the 90s and the early 2000s. This is a different type of sun. You can't tell me nothing different. My bad, I'm going off. The Russian and Ukraine war, Malaysian airline plane disappearing, all the planes that were just falling out the sky, Kobe dying. I was alive when we lost Aaliyah and Left Eye. And we found out that Hollywood and the government is ran by secret alien lizard people that eat babies and hang out on Jeffrey Epstein's island. Now in World War III, like what? At this point, bro, millennials, we done been through it all. And I know I probably missed some shit. That's how much shit we been through. I know I missed some shit. I know I did.
Yeah, he definitely missed a lot, but he was on point with a lot.
Let me teach you little jits something. If you see a sign like this, just know they're hiding something super badass back there. And that's a spot that you should definitely go and climb. Let me show you example A of why. Just don't listen to that shit. Oh my God. Whatever, I'm walking in the creek, man. We're going on an adventure and look, isn't this shit insane in here? Little jits, go to the spots that say, don't go there because you're gonna find some hella cool shit.
Y'all with him or y'all against him?
Because I watched Talk to Me and I'm just thinking about the ending of it. Did you watch it yet?
No, I didn't. But was it like a hallway with flickering lights?
No, it's crazy than
Okay.
that. It's crazy than that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it. I don't Should I talk about it or not?
Yeah, talk about it. Talk about it.
Are you gonna watch it?
Probably not.
Okay, check this out. Oh my God, this is
That's scary?
It's actually
I
scary.
don't
It's
know.
actually scary. So, oh my God. All right, so this girl, right? In the beginning of the movie, oh shit. So when they play with like the monkey paw thing and they like talk to me, like it says, talk to me. And they light a candle. Candles here and they do the talk to me thing. And in front of her, what would happen would a spirit would appear and talk to her.
Yeah.
And it would be attracted by the light and be like, boom, I'm here. Now, what do you want to talk about? Blah, blah. And it's usually like a spirit that can't really communicate and it would possess you after.
Okay.
If you let it. Now check this out. A whole bunch of kids did it and they all got like a different person popping up. Because it's just kind of like an open door and who's gonna come next.
Okay.
This we're at the end of the movie, fam. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Talk to Me yet.
Yeah, skip this.
At the end of the movie, she ends up, because she got possessed, she ends up doing some sketchy shit to herself, ending up like jumping into a highway trying to save somebody something like that, it gets iffy. Anyways, the next thing you see is her walking through a hospital and she's looking around like, what the And then lights turn off, lights turn on, and she's walking through the hospital like, what? And she's keep walking through a hospital and she would see like her dad leaving a room, and she would see like, oh, her friend that was in a hospital bed, he was able to get out, leaving, getting cleared. She's walking through, it gets darker, goes to a washroom, gets darker. And then she sees like a light in all the way back. So she starts following it down the hallway. She gets closer and closer, and she's like, oh, I'm trying to see, like, what is that? She gets closer and closer and closer. And she notices what she sees, complete darkness, but one little light. And what the light was coming from was a candle.
Okay.
Check out the movie, y'all. Trust me.
That girl says she is not finna give her money to a luau. And I believe her because she got an accent. So I know she know what she talking about. Everybody who ate Tina Knowles gumbo, this gumbo, the reason why y'all sick is because y'all don't know what the she put in that damn gumbo. And see, if you know anything about luau, you know that they last for 101 days. The curse lasts for at least 101 days. That means whatever going on with y'all stomach right now, you finna feel that shit for the next 2, 3, 4 months. And what's crazy is that y'all ran out there to buy this gumbo just because Tina Knowles' name is behind it. Talking about, oh, we might be eating human remains, but 16 to 18 hours to make gumbo. And yes, you do not eat gumbo. You don't cook gumbo in the heat. You just don't do that. Anybody who's cooked gumbo should know that. And why would a woman that's otherwise wealthy be out here selling $25 cups of gumbo? Do y'all even use y'all brain sometimes before y'all just run out here and try to, because y'all want to be a part of something?
They'll tell me to stop filming it. I see they just left. They was up here with me. Man, they doing an excavation or something, right? But they done stopped every mother thing. Well, you see how, look at this. You see how these bricks made these steps with these red bricks in them? Now look at this house. Y'all can't see it from here, but around the back of there, I'm gonna show y'all. This little bitty ass house built on top of a castle. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? Watch. Wait for part 2.
Oh, you guys ain't believe me, but right there by the fire hydrant, I seen somebody walk by and they disappeared by the tree. I know you think I'm crazy. ¿Viste, güey? Iba pasando, someone was walking by, bro. And they just disappeared when they got by the tree.
Un guardia de seguridad se dirige al lugar donde su compañero
I'm serious,
asegura que
man.
vio algo.
There was a lady walking and she just disappeared in the sidewalk.
Inspecciona el lugar, pero no ve a nada y a nadie.
What the? I know you guys ain't believe me, but somebody walking by. ¿Qué pasó, güey? ¡Oh, Regina! Ahí va saliendo. What the? Mira. What the hell? Salió del un hoyo, güey, no mames. Mira. Ahí va. What the? What is that? ¿Qué es eso, güey?
¿Aquí se parece la viejita que camina?
Es la Llorona, güey. No mames. Mira. What the hell?
Aquí se parece la viejita que camina.
Yeah, y'all seen that shit. I can't make this up. This a real video on phonograph. Shit is crazy.
Y'all remember that clip? We went over this, I want to say like a year ago. Y'all against
Okay, when I first saw this video of Jennifer Aniston talking about Ellen DeGeneres, we all know the story there, what's going on. I thought it was AI. I had to find the original, and this is real. This is not AI. And I find it interesting because it's kind of like, I think they're trolling us at this point. Like, this doesn't sound good. This doesn't help with the allegations that are already out there. Listen to this.
And since we are real friends, I thought that, you know, since she's not here, I'm going to share some dirt on Ellen.
Yeah, where is she anyway?
Right? You want some dirt? And, you know, I'm not talking just dirt. I mean, I'm telling you some deep, dark secrets.
What do you
Okay,
mean by
guys?
that?
Like, for example, people think that she buys and sells houses because she loves real estate.
Yeah.
No, it's not true.
What?
It's because she's on the run.
Oh!
No idea.
Domingo, curtindo uma cachoeira em Rio de Janeiro. Reparem o visual na mata. Agora o melhor de tudo é essa queda d'água. Muita água. Muita força. Uhul! Ih, caraca! Tem uma coisa ali. Caraca, apareceu um cara ali no meio da água. Mozinho! Mozinho, você viu o cara no meio da água? Caraca! Ali, mozinho!
The only thing that made me question that is she didn't run. If it was, you know,
JP Morgan was the owner of the Titanic, and he bailed out of the voyage last minute. Two really important people died on that trip. John Astor was the richest man in the world at the time, and Benjamin Guggenheim was a giant heir to the mining industry that just boomed, okay? They strongly opposed the Federal Reserve because they were like, what do you mean we're going to tie money to money? We can't tie money to paper agreements. That's circular. That doesn't make sense. Either way, they died. And then Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act, and now money is fugazi, basically. But we all agree that it means something. Anyways, this is my driver, and that is the Federal Reserve Act. There's a reason that so many presidents fought against it and wanted it to be tied to something real, tangible, gold, silver, even like barrels of oil it could have been tied to. But no, we have to be the New World Order, don't we?
Listen. Show of hands. Raise your hand if you are sick of living the same day every day.
Straight up.
Wake up, go to school, go to bed. Wake up, go to school, go to bed. Make it to Friday, make it to Friday. It's always make it to Friday. Oh, it's the weekend, yay. Wrong, it's Sunday night. And then after you graduate, yay, you're an adult. No, you're an adult. You have to work until you die. I don't know who decided that this was normal, but it's definitely not normal. Sometimes I wake up and I dread my day because I know it's going to be the same thing as yesterday. And everyone is miserable. Everyone is miserable. Everyone knows we're living in a loop. We can't do anything about it. You just have to keep going. It's like I'm out of breath. Like I can't do it anymore. It's so exhausting.
Do you have to do it? I mean, do we have to do it? Why are y'all deciding to play a role, right? As she puts her hands up. If you look at nature, nature is simply being. They're being nature. That's why y'all love to watch nature so much, because y'all love them, watching them to be free. You can be free too, but you decided to enslave people on their own land just to monitor them and steal their energy to watch what they got going on. Y'all could be out in nature doing what nature does, just like we want to be doing what we want to be doing. But y'all don't want to. Listen, William Shakespeare said it himself. The world is a stage. Every single one of us is playing a role. And until the original cast is tired of playing the role of being enslaved, then things cannot change. And the reason why everyone is going through it spiritually right now, y'all, is because we are taking our power back. We are literally the batteries to this whole system, y'all. We are literally waking up to our true divine self, and things are falling apart. I've been telling y'all, we are in this shift. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace out.
I'm saying back to them, like, just trust me.
You guys don't understand, right? Like, we've been lied to. Trust me, you'll see what's ahead. They're going, buddy, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, we're just going to come back up around the other side of the globe. You know, they're telling me we're going to hit the Indian Ocean, Australia, right? They were thinking in terms of the global model. But this is where it gets crazy, you know, as they realize I ain't stopping. One of the other pilots says to me, he goes, listen, you land that thing now, we sign an NDA and go home. Act like this never happened. But go ahead, continue forward if you must, but just know it's a one-way ticket. You ain't ever coming back.
What did you do?
What I set out to. I could see the wall by this point. There was no turning back. And as I fly over the wall, the other jets behind me just hit wide pivots to turn around, and the pilot radios me one last time. He goes, crazy son of a... Good luck, kid. And I mean, look, I just soar off into no man's land. I'm baffled. I'm seeing land masses that have never been accounted for. The navigational equipment on the jet is no longer working, but I know as long as I stay due south, I'll reach Panthea. I'll reach the Dark Continent. And lo and behold, 30 or so hours later, sun goes down and it never comes back up. I start to drop my altitude to get a better view, and there she was. I saw the dark lands. I saw everything that Hemington had spoke of. Look, I landed the jet on a clear landscape, and before I even had a chance to get out, there they were. The Pantheons Hemington spoke of, stepping in slowly. I mean, they were literally surrounded.
The angels have confirmed it. Well, you can get there by plane, by jet, and there's life there. Do they get mad at us when we come over there? No, thank you. They want us to come over there. Yeah, thank you. Is it less toxic atmosphere-wise? Yes, thank you. So if we were to go over there, people's life expectancies would go up. Yes, thank you. Okay. So they're trying to keep us in a bubble over here of toxicity, and they don't want us to go over there. But the extraterrestrials would be more than happy and welcoming if we went over there. The elites that don't want us to go over there? Yes, thank you. And the elites know about it. Yes, thank you. Okay, wait. Has Elon Musk been over there? Yes. Checks out. Okay. I'm going to ask some more questions. But this video is kind of getting long, so. That's insane.
I would agree.
Even if you don't believe in religion or not, what I'm about to tell you, you're gonna think about this shit forever again. Bro, remember how they keep saying, yo, this is hell, blah, blah, blah. And we hear it all the time, like, yeah, you know, earth is hell, blah, blah. Nah, bro. When you really sit down, like, bro, take a seat, sit down and really think about what I'm about to say. Bro, they said that this is hell, right? And I'm about to prove to y'all how this really is indeed the shit, gang. Now, in our heads, they want us to think that it looks like this. You feel me? But if you think about it, all of the world leaders, everybody, the Illuminati, all that, who do they worship? The devil, right? Listen. Just listen to what I'm about to say. Now, you know how they keep saying reincarnation, like, yo, people have been here before, yo, like, I feel like we just keep coming, like, bro, it's because this is really it, bro. And everything around us is to distract us, to not remind us that we're here, bro. Listen what I'm saying. It's a reason why we be looking up at the stars and shit like that. Because that's really the heavens, gang. The reason why we feel like we come from the stars and all that, bro, is because we really came from the heavens and we're down here now. Now listen, you remember how they kept saying, well, sir, bro, they kept trying to open up the portal, right? And they kept saying, you know, the devil's trying to go through the portal. They're trying to break to the heavens, bro, just like in the Babylon days, man. Think about it. They were trying to build this shit to the heavens. Now look, I do believe too that the moon has something to do with this shit as well. But then when you think about you know how we be talking about the firmament and everything like that, bro, it's a dome, gang. It's a prison, my dude. Also think about this, bro. Even if you have 10 billion, even if you're Elon Musk, you have all this cheese, bro. You're still gonna be a slave to the system because you are using the system, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, all of the cheese is still a part of the enslavement. You feel me? They print it from thin air and we have to use it. Now think about this shit. Remember how they said in hell there's gonna be like demonic creatures and all that? Just think about all the alien sets. I'm run out of time. Life apart 2. Wait up!
Now again, that's about to ruffle some feathers.
This case has never sat right with me. 17-year-old Mike Manshall disappeared under mysterious circumstances after exploring the catacombs in Malta. He was found weeks later. All of his vital organs were gone, including his brain. Now, police originally said that he had suffered a fall and he broke a lot of his bones, and then the rats entered his body and ate all his organs. When he was sent back to Germany, where he was from, they conducted an autopsy there and they found that he didn't have any broken bones. So the likelihood of him passing away from a fall, it was 0. A couple other suspicious things is that his backpack was missing, his phone, he wasn't wearing any shoes. And as for the missing brain, the police said that it dissolved because of the hot sun. But this case is sadly closed. His parents have so many answers still. People believe, though, that while he was exploring the catacombs, he was abducted. All of his organs were then taken out and sold on the black market. The police knew this, and maybe they're in on it and took a cut of the money. They then discarded his body somewhere else because he was not found in the catacombs, and they staged it to look like a fall. I'm going to be doing a whole series on mysterious cases that should be reopened. What case do you want me to talk about next? Let me know in the comments below.
History has been totally inverted. Human life started in the Americas but was reset. The world was reset several times. Eventually, so-called Atlantis fell and fractured into factions. After a major reset, civilization collapsed on the West Coast and there was a massive migration east. America is the original Rome, Greece, Egypt, Israel, etc. Rome is Edom. Look at the Doeg Indians of the DC area. Look who Doeg is in the Bible. Edom or Esau was ruddy. Ruddy is copper-colored. Red-brown. Many Edomites are listed as Negro on their birth and death certificates. Rome took over Greece, which was centered in Philadelphia, the original capital of the country. City Hall was built by the previous owners. There are no construction photos. The building was already completed before they put the scaffolding up. It is an old world building. Colonization happened inwardly first and then went into Europe. That's why we see so-called Roman architecture as far as China. Look, there are Noah equivalents or survivors of the flood for hundreds of cultures. Scots actually came from North America into Europe. The real Scots were like King Charles, so-called black. The original Scots weren't the lowlanders, they were the highlanders. The Bible is from the Americas. All the events in it were in the Americas. See? Some of the original copies are dedicated to King Charles. Look, King James brought us the Protestant Bible. King James was King Charles's grandfather. The Scots landed in Ireland first and brought the Gaelic Bible. The Bible of today is a quadruple paraphrase remix of the American autochthonous Bible. It got turned into the Sir Francis Bacon Shakespearean Astro-Theologian Bible that we see today, which was an effort to make the Sinite script seem like the original version of the Bible, to make it Canaanite-centric, phony, or Phoenician, to further hide the true origins. These so-called black Celts settled into Iberia, but nobody ever talks about the two Iberias. The Shem and Ham zones need to be brought up a little higher, but you get the picture. Look. Eber was all over. Eber is the great-grandson of Shem. The Caucasus were part of the kingdom of Iberia. These are Iberians or Caucasians. Caucasians? Caucasians. Real ones? Cosplay. They built these. Real Caucasians are so-called black. The world wars were an attempt to whitewash the history, to genocide of their origins. You melanated people built these. Stuff like this. See? The construction story of this building makes no sense. Biggest building on Earth built by communists, supposedly. The Far East was also developed by you melanated peoples, but their mutant slaves took over in the reset. After all the resets and reset wars, the leadership was weakened. The mutant slave versions of all these peoples teamed up to usurp the thrones and reset and invert the history. After the reset that took Rome down, Roman slaves throughout Europe set up enclaves like Ashkenaz. William of Orange was one of the many to lead mutant revolutions, which led to this. Ish people are grafts. The grafts are the mutants that revolted worldwide, from William of Orange to today. They were positioned like drone armies to wipe the history. The reset wars were fomented by you melanated people that wanted a new world order. They used their graft mutant militias to circumvent karma, like King Saul used Doeg, keeping the lie going until the next reset, sooner than later.
There are actually hundreds of people right now frozen after death, with hopes to be woken back up in the future. And I'm not talking about science fiction. This is something happening right now in Arizona. More than 300 human bodies are currently stored in giant liquid nitrogen tanks. It's called cryopreservation. When someone dies, a team immediately cools their body down. They pump preservation fluids through the bloodstreams to slow the decay and protect the cells. And all of this happens within hours after a person dies. Then the body is lowered into metal tanks filled with liquid nitrogen at about 320 degrees Fahrenheit. They're saying that this is cold enough to basically stop biological breakdown. The idea is simple. Freeze the body now and let the future technology fix whatever caused the death. Mind you, over 300 people have already signed up for this. And it's not cheap. Freezing an entire body can cost around $200,000. So you have some people that choose a cheaper option where they only preserve the brain, and that costs around $80,000. Because the theory is, if the brain survives, your memory survives, your personality survives, which means you survive. So right now, there are hundreds of people in these tanks, frozen, waiting for scientists in the future to figure out how to repair the body and wake them back up. Maybe in 50 years, maybe in 200. And the crazy part is, if these people are able to be woken up, they'll be waking up in a world that doesn't even exist yet.
We need to stop playing God, bro. And this is how we gonna mess around and make some like zombie type shit. I Am Legend. Bro, trust me, bro. They doing too damn much, as they always are. This for entertainment though. What I'm saying ain't true.
All right, y'all, let's pay attention.
The state landscape is dotted with Indian mounds, some of which are among the oldest and most complex ancient sites in North America. In tonight's Heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara shows us the historical mounds in Jonesville.
Sometimes they appear as a distant rise in the earth, jutting above the flat Louisiana farmland. There are dozens of these mounds scattered across the state. This one was built more than 1,000 years ago. The town of Jonesville in northeast Louisiana sits on top of the site of an ancient Native American city known as Troyville. Its mounds were built 1,500 years ago. The Great Mound was over 80 feet tall, as high as the crossbeam on the town's water tower. It was partially destroyed during the Civil War, and then the dirt was used for a bridge embankment.
Of course, the first base was 30 feet high.
Local historian Bill Atkins can point out what's left of the mounds. There's one under the Catholic Church. A cemetery next to the Methodist Church sits atop another. And at the edge of town, a mound overlooks the point where the Ouachita River, the Tensas, Little, and Black Rivers intersect.
It was a massive site for Indians. It's where four rivers come together, which was their highway and our superhighway of the time.
But in the central Louisiana town of Marksville,
are you listening?
Between 40 and 50 bodies were found, or partially remains, and some artifacts. But we know that this was a place of respect for the people that lived here.
the burials in this 30-foot high mound began at the same time that Christ was born, a half-world away, 2,000 years ago.
A lot of these sites that we think of as really being ceremonial sites, particularly at that time period between 0 and 400 AD, and so they're typically on a bluff or a piece of high ground overlooking a stream.
Other mounds here align perfectly with the summer and winter solstice. The oldest known mounds in the state sit in the middle of the LSU campus. Their age has been increased as technology has improved. They are among the oldest known man-made structures in North America.
With all the voodoo that we do with radiocarbon dates these days in terms of calibration,
the most impressive mound complex in the state is now a World Heritage Site, located in extreme northeastern Louisiana at Poverty Point.
There is this whole world of different cultures who did
different things, and I think that understanding that, I think, is important.
Ancient cities that were thriving here thousands of years ago. With the heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara, Fox 8 Local First.
So you telling me y'all left all this behind and ran to the middle of the country?
What's y'all thoughts?
What if I told y'all that scientists are studying whale protein right now because it may be the key to help humans live longer than we ever could imagine? Researchers are studying these bowhead whales right here because they are capable of living up to 200 years. Because these whales have super high protein levels called CIRBP. That protein helps repair damaged DNA. We're talking about the kind that's tied to aging and your disease that cause. They said in the lab work, this whale helped repair the DNA cells in humans, and it even extended the life of a fruit fly. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that's crazy. Imagine they do find a way to make humans live that long. Would you want to live that long? Like, if you can be 100 years old and you look like you're 40, and then when you're 150, you look like you're about 80. Would you do it? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments.
Are y'all eating some whale to live 200 years? So allegedly, scientists say that protein found in whales can help humans live up to 200 years. And y'all, they talking about they discovered a highly level protein called CIRBP in whales. Now this repair DNA damage, keeps cells functioning longer, and it stop you from aging. Study is coming from the bowhead whales. Now hear me out, y'all. You want to live that long? 200 years. All your people gone. Well, if you got kids and grandkids and great-grandkids, maybe they'll stick around, but this generation right here already. So you telling me your little wrinkled ass want to be still around? These niggas will leave you on fire. Don't let them know where your stash at. If this don't make you age, though, you telling me, are y'all about to be eating lemon pepper whales this summer? If you can be 80 years old looking 40, hey, you can look 120 looking 70. Are you gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Well, should I? Should you? But are we about to be eating some damn buffalo whale? Garlic butter whale. Well done? Okay.
Would y'all eat it or would y'all not? Too intelligent. More than now.
This was an old video that resurfaced. It claimed to be a real Duende caught on film. While this guy is filming his girlfriend, something strange happens in the back. A small, looks like a humanoid person is discovered. As you can tell, this is an old video, so this is not CGI, and it's definitely not AI. This video garnished a lot of attention a long time ago because no one could explain what this was. I mean, there's not a person that small, but originally when it ran by, it looked like it had a red shirt on. Is this a living troll? What is this?
cosechando, qué lindo. ¿Ves ahí?
Sí.
Están cosechando cosas.
Ay, tengo un duende que agarró.
In my opinion, I could be wrong. You can disagree. I'm not mad at you. I feel like the music brought his little ass out. What's y'all thoughts? The music attracted him. I feel like the music attracted him. The instruments that was playing, that attracted him. What's y'all thoughts? I also don't like that she took so damn long to turn around. And dude should have, I don't know, he could have been probably pointing at her like, look behind you. She should have looked quicker. Damn, bro, I wanted to see it more up close though. What's y'all thoughts?
Why is it that every time a story is told about Ellen DeGeneres, it gets weirder and weirder? And why do I say that? Because there was a man who now claims that when he was a child, he was a guest on Ellen DeGeneres' show. And he claims to have seen her do some unhuman, scary, like robotic stuff. So the individual in question at the time was a child prodigy chess player. And as you can see, this is an image from the show he was on. He was a guest on the Ellen DeGeneres show. And the claim is that once he got off the set and went back to his dressing room, Ellen DeGeneres' door was open. He took a look in at the door. It was open enough that he could see inside. So he turned his head and he looked. And what he saw next really blew his mind. And his claim is that Ellen DeGeneres was eating a rotisserie chicken, similar to the ones you see behind me. Now, he alleges that what he saw next, she opened her mouth wide open, dislocated her jaw to fit the entire chicken in one bite. Let me repeat, his alleged claim is that she took a rotisserie chicken, opened her mouth wide, dislocated her jaw, and stuffed the entire chicken in her mouth and swallowed it in one shot, and then turned and looked directly at him. And then claims as she was staring at him, she made a hissing sound. He then proceeded to run to his dressing room and let his mother know what he just saw. His mother did not believe him. So my question to you is, do you believe what he said he saw? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
I mean, all the shit that's brought up about her, why would he lie?
This is a panoramic of the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904. So just observe this footage and ask yourself, in less than 2 years' time, and not even St. Louis proper, but on the remote outskirts of St. Louis nonetheless, all these buildings, you can say temporary materials or whatever, all this landscape and architecture, all those fully grown trees. Not only that, maybe a couple of those buildings, you can say they slapped together in a couple of years, but this canal system, you see, this was all dug out by hand with horse and buggy. Or so the narrative tells us. On top of that, you're going to add fountains. So, I mean, what's the rush? You only have 2 years, plenty of time, right? Meanwhile, back in present time, it takes twice as long for them to build a road next to my house, and only half that time for it to fall apart again. You gotta remember, it wasn't just one of these world fairs. They were doing these almost yearly, all over the world. The immense amount of materials, temporary or otherwise, and skilled craftsmen to pull that off alone makes these impossible with the narrative.
I could see one of those, what I'm about to say is for entertainment purposes, one of those elites who was in charge. At first, they was using these world fairs as a money grab. Probably like, hey, bring these people in, let them look at the, what we didn't build, but we're going to say we found. We founded these buildings. And they charging people to come to these, you know, world fairs. But I'm pretty sure they got the questioning shit. Like, the people coming they probably start hearing the little talks when people start questioning, like, why we always do this, why we can't make more or newer ones, or something happened to where one of these elites was like, bro, forget that, bro. We about to erase all this shit. We about to erase it all because we can't keep lying about it because they questioning things and our lives ain't making sense. So now we got to reset shit. That's my opinion. It's probably more. Hell of a lot more. If you want to add on, man. Let's get to thinking about this shit, because at some point this truth gonna come out and somebody gonna be right. I don't care if I'm wrong. I just want somebody to be right, because they asses is lying so much. Let me know your thoughts, bro.
Look at this damn thing. I don't know if that's a bear or a wolf or what, but it would definitely freak me out if I saw that in the forest. And it's coming around for another pass. Just you wait. These things always come twice. There it is again. The world's changing in a very weird way, so beware. Shabadoo Bushkis, Shabadoo.
Damn, but it didn't make me question if that shit real though. That's the only thing. Shout out to Joe Gillespie the Great, man. Y'all go run him up, tell him I sent you. That's my guy. I've been supporting him for a long time. I've been watching him way before I was doing these. Just so it just feels so good to have come full circle to where some of these creators that I used to watch, I actually be like enjoying their content. We've had words, we've had like in a positive way. We've DM'd each other, we've been talking shit like that. And check him out. That's my guy. I appreciate his work. Y'all let him know I sent you. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos, very smooth setting. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you be watching ETV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. I love y'all Collective. Till I see everybody in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my count. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know